What's up, everyone? Guess here. Decided today that I will bring you a how I made this video about Jackson Whalan's new single, Moving With You. My homie Jackson just dropped this new song. We think it's pretty neat, and we're excited to share it with you. This is off his upcoming record, Vocal Points, coming out in May, and co-produced this with my fellow producer, brilliant human named Bruno Fredes. This song and the rest of the songs off Vocal Points was mastered by Bob Mack out in the UK. Shout out Bob. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Very simple beat, nothing crazy. This clap was pretty much the only thing that was existing at the essence of creating this. So just to keep some tempo, give us a nice pocket. And Bruno was playing some guitar and came up with this idea. And immediately I was like, oh, you know when you just get a feeling that gives you the wind in your sails? And so we tracked that. And then he passed the guitar to me and I added this layer. Eventually we added some more drums, just a simple kick and hat. And that's pretty much the beat. There's this texture in here. Just adding some sound bed, giving some what is known as vibe. Adding some presence to the whole sound bed. And then for the second hook, there's this acoustic section right here. I think we got all of this down, and then decided to add a bass in here as well. Just a simple mini Moog in Arturia VST. Nothing crazy, again. This was one of those situations where the simple ideas made the most sense. Again, not a lot of reinvention of the wheel here, but leaning on really following what sounds right to us and what makes the most sense within the context of the idea that came before it. Not to say that, a song with 200 individual elements isn't also wonderful if the context calls for it, but it just really depends on the setting and on the situation that the sounds are brought into. In this situation, the less is more approach won out, but that was not always the case. We also have this kind of reverse, sort of to just start the whole thing off. Just resampled the full beat and added some transposition automation just to give that a bit of a pitch swell, and then took out the lows so you don't have these big kicks kind of knocking about. Was playing Jackson a whole bunch of beats for visualizing of the project that we have completed this past year, and this one stuck out to him and he really liked it. And with every song, you ideally will be recording or tracking vocals in the same room. In this situation, we weren't able to. So Jackson sent me vocals he tracked on his end, and 9 times out of 10, I'll ask for the dry vocals in addition to a summed wet version, and I'll usually rock with the dry. But for whatever reason, in this situation, I thought that what Jackson had done to his vocals and how he'd processed them was just perfect. And so we actually went with the fully summed wet vocal. And here's how they sound.
Yeah, I don't want to think about nothing right now. Want to have a good time, go out, hit the town. Yeah, this is how we get down. Yeah, I'm turning up till I'm upside down. I'm a king for the night, getting crowned. Filling up my glass, let me have another round. I was wound up, but now I'm unwinding. There were clouds, but now the moon's shining. Moving with you. I'm moving with you.
And all I really did was try to get it to fit in the sound bed that pre-existed. Again, nothing crazy. This Pro Q3 is just doing some dynamic EQing, smoothing out some of the resonances in the vocal take. This compressor is basically smoothing some transients. The Elysia compressor from Plugin Alliance. Got a Pultec, brightening up the lead a bit. And then got some more textural vocal plugins. And then this Infinity EQ is just kind of opening up the high shelf to give some air to the vocal. That's pretty much it. I mean, aside from the kind of excitement and like chop moments that make a record pop and give it momentum, this is a very, very simple, polished product. I mean, it's a lot of fun to make. We didn't really try to do anything too crazy, just try to get something that would be stuck in your head and just kind of poppy. We wanted to maintain that element of it, that initial excitement and catharsis surrounded with moving through the night with someone you love.